It's sketch study, and I'm gonna be going over my digital sketchbook. I haven't really seen anybody do that, so this first one was a when I first got into digital painting. I didn't really know what I was doing. This is like some random Instagram model. I think here's her name right here if I find it. But like there's like no shading. Hair is really stringy. Not how my style is like at all right now. This is another one too where it's just very stringy hair. Trying to figure out what I'm doing. Like the colors are nice, but in here is like a random photograph I took, and I did one of these like one line drawings. This is when I first started doing like one lines too. I do them a lot now. And this is actually when I first started using photographs for texture purposes. Like this is like some chipped paint at like a graffiti place. This is me trying to integrate photographs again into digital stuff. Like I did the portrait all in Photoshop and then put these photographs on top. And this is when I really started to get how that texture could be used and used more subtly, I guess. So it's not like, so it actually looks kind of like a painting, like with the chips just on the hand, like the paint chipping, and then the paper texture in the background. And here's like a series I was doing, like little crowns and stuff, and the texture again. Yeah, so if you haven't tried that, try like multiply layer and all that kind of stuff with photographs just to get a little more texture in your digital work. It's pretty interesting. Here again, the paint chips from another graffiti place. Clouds in the background. That's probably one of like my favorite digital portraits that I've done, because that paper texture again, kind of in the background to give that like idea of light going through the water. And this is like I actually made like some halftone brushes in Photoshop. I don't have them anymore because that computer died, but I need to get it back. Yeah, but I thought it was kind of interesting, kind of like that comic book kind of feel. And this is when I started using Procreate. A Procreate portrait. Little ear ring. Yeah, this one actually blew up over on Reddit. It's pretty crazy. A lot of people saw it. Yeah, but I started this one with like that red outline, and then I went back underneath and added this white. Pretty interesting portrait. Head's kind of distorted a little bit, but I think the pose overall is pretty good. And with these portraits right here, with this portrait, it's like a bunch of little tiny lines just for like layering. But then it gets kind of messier. But the eyes are like probably the most defined. Then it kind of gets messier and more loose as you go on. This is in that same style. This is Tabby. Actually just released the album. Probably pop up right here. Recorded in my car. Pretty interesting album. Yeah, all these little tiny lines that add up to this. Pretty cool. Then here's like some more abstract work where I just kind of I had all these lines and then I like kind of used the liquify tool to add this like crazy kind of. This one's titled Headache. I think it's kind of fitting. And here's some. There's like some magazines in my painting class. I just kind of like ripped them up and then made this weird collage and just took this photo, kind of just hinting at some kind of meaning or something. Here's another one that I did too. But this one I put digital stuff on top. This other one's just using the text from the magazine itself. This is actually a illustration for, I can't remember the company, but like the thing fell through, but I still liked it. So I was like, oh, this is mine now. I'll just make prints and stuff of it. There's another kind of in that same vein, that one line style. The idea of like headphones and music. Yeah, there's another one line, but this one's more like, I guess, more realistic. This is just like some abstract doodle. Kind of like how stoic it feels. Kind of strong. Little one line for like the heart. This thing. Those little tiny lines took forever. But it was so funny seeing like little time lapse of them just going around in circles. Pretty cool. But yeah, I think it adds like a nice little effect. Kind of trippy. Here's a. This started off as like, I don't even know. It was like just going with whatever, and then I drew the hands, and then it seems kind of calm. Then this seems kind of like hectic again with like these little lines and just very abstract. While this is realistic, kind of like those two styles kind of conflicting. It's an interesting composition. Yeah, this is me starting to do like this, I don't know, crazy kind of hectic style. Putting some words in there too. I like how this one turned out. I got a lot of people when I did this style. A lot of people said it was kind of like Basquiat, so I kind of gave him that little crown for like a little nod towards him. Yeah, but I really like the colors of this one. I think it turned out really well. And then here's the one that got on TV. I'm famous now. Not really. Yeah, more of that scribbling, just, but also realism. Like that idea of those two conflicting, but also working together. Yeah. So that was my little go through some of my digital stuff. If you like that, subscribe, follow, tell me what you thought or which one was your favorite. There's more of my work over on Instagram at sketch_study. So follow me over there. I post there every day. And thanks for watching. See you later.